Shakir El-Markabi, Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy in Egypt. Welcome to Abu Dhabi. Let's talk a little bit, give us an update about the energy transition in Egypt and the biggest projects and initiatives in this regard.
Actually, we started this subject of the renewables since about 7-8 years now so far. And the installed capacity now reached in Egypt, running in the operation now in the order of about 6,000 megawatt. And if we add to it what is still under construction, actually in another 2 years' time, at most we'll be having about 10,000 megawatt of renewables. We have a very ambitious plan actually to increase the dependence on the renewables, and it's good for the environment, and in the same time actually we're not looking only to be used in Egypt but again even to export it abroad. Because of this as well, we are having a lot of opportunities actually to have an interconnection between Egypt and the Europe through the Mediterranean Sea, through submarine cables. And actually we have some serious proposals to do an interconnection which is capable to handle up till 10 gigawatt. So this what was actually explained during my attendance for the session this afternoon.
One of the biggest problems is secure funding, and also this will be discussed at the COP28 all over the world. What are the sources of investments or funding you are looking for to pay for these projects?
Let me tell you, actually, we are actually encouraging and depending to a great extent on foreign direct investment and the private sector. You see, even if you checked what we've been done so far, like for instance, we have a big solar farm in Bimban with a capacity of 1,465 megawatts. This big capacity. At that time, it was the largest in the whole region. Actually, we are depending on private sector for the investment. We put what we call feed-in tariff, and definitely we are allowing them to build and to do the investment. And we guarantee that we are going to buy the electricity. So actually, this model we are following, and we have a lot of interest coming from many investors in order to work with that. Even they are ready to come and generate electricity from renewables, whether it is wind or solar, and at the same time they can even export it abroad. So even we will be getting the some benefit out of this. So in my opinion, the chances is very big in front of us for and for the private sector in order to come and invest in this direction.
Let's talk about utilities. What can the utility sector learn from other sectors that will help accelerate its energy transition?
What do you mean by utilities? Distribution system or
electricity, water?
So far, what we are doing in Egypt with this one, actually, currently most of the renewable energy which we use to generate electricity, we are consuming it locally, actually. And we have some companies are very much interested to buy green electricity because this is actually some addition to the product. I can see that we have no problem. And even the chances is open for any investor who would like to come, and we are ready actually to give him all the facilities and all the chances, and we're ready for that without any problem whatsoever.
Your Excellency, tell me about the consumer role in this, because we always talk about government plans, private sector, and then less is been said about the consumer role in all this.
Consumer role. So far, actually, in Egypt, actually, the tariff of electricity, for instance, which is affecting the consumer directly, is highly subsidized so far. But we have a plan actually to, over the time, we will have an even and a correct fee for the tariffs for the electricity. I can see actually there is no problem for that, and we are taking care of how can actually we change the tariff in a reasonable way in order to be absorbed and accepted as well with all the consumers.
What will you bring from COP27 to the table of COP28?
COP27, you know that we actually came to an idea actually to even accelerate our يعني addition of renewables to even have some reduction of all the emissions. So what we do here, perhaps we are even leaning very highly on the private sector, either local or international, to come and to invest in يعني building renewable, whether a solar farm or wind farm. And by the way, actually the idea of green hydrogen is coming. Mind you, actually, that during COP27, we already signed approximately 29 MOUs to build the renewables, which is going to be used with the green hydrogen, and this is the large capacity of things. And I think things is, in my opinion, are going to go on the right channel, inshallah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Shukran.
شكرا.